What's going on YouTube? And welcome to another MLB The Show 23 video. And today's video we'll be taking a look at what I think is the best set 2 team that you guys can make in MLB The Show 23. This includes some core cards that you can use all year long. So if you guys like these type of videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you guys know and when every video goes live. Let's get into today's video. So to start off today's video, we'll be taking a look at catchers. And this is the guy I have at catcher. The other card is a set 1 card, so we are not going to talk about him, but it's going to be the 97 overall Carlos Santana. And when you look at this card, 121 contact versus left, 107 contact versus right, 93 power versus left, and 93 power versus right. All right, at first base, we're gonna have a guy that plays secondary first base this year, and that's gonna be 99 overall Bryce Harper. When we take a look at this card, really good as well. 102, 116 contact with 90 and 121 power. It's going to crush righties, going to still be very good against lefties as well. So he is going to be our first baseman. As second baseman, this is probably one of the harder ones, but I'm going to choose Chase Utley because I hit very well with him last year. And this year, I plan on hitting just as well with them. 102, 115 contact with 104, 100 power. Can hit from both sides, power-wise and contact-wise, so it should be really good. Next up at third baseman, this one's actually another good one. Obviously, we can't use Chipper Jones. He is a set 1 card, so we're going to go with 99 overall, David Wright. And when you look at the true overall, he's actually on paper better than Chipper Jones, but Chipper Jones is a switch hitter, so it makes him better. But 125, 122 contact with 118, 101 power. Really a good card right there. If you like his swing, or if you're really good with the swing, he can be very good. And true overall at DH is 110, at shortstop 108, at third base 107. So that's pretty good right there. Next, shortstop. This one was kind of tough, but we're gonna go with a core card here that you can use all year long if you like, and that's gonna be Corey Seager. The only thing slacking with Corey Seager is going to be, I believe, he doesn't have the greatest defense. 85 fielding is not bad though, but 101, 109 contact with 115, 104 power. Definitely going to get the job done. So I like him a lot. Now you could probably also use Derek Jeter as he is a core card in the collection reward. However, I am not. And at left field, we're going to use Hank Aaron. Not the 97 though. I did not mean to select the 97. We meant to select a 99 overall Hank. So we're going to choose Hank Aaron over in left field. And he's going to have 125, 119 contact with 125, 113 of power. Haven't been looking at the clutch, but 125 clutch as well. Definitely going to get the job done. And center field, no other than the most expensive card in the game right now. But if you can get him, get him. Mickey Mantle. 125, 121 contact, 109, 120 power with 125 clutch. In right field, there's a lot of choices, honestly. I mean, if you look at right field, look at the choices that we have out the gate. You got Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Shohei Ohtani, Fernando Tatis can even play right, Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey Jr., but I think Ken Griffey's a set 1, Stan Musial, Larry Walker. I like Larry Walker a lot. We'll talk about him later. But we are going to go with an NL collection reward, Sammy Sosa. If you don't have Sammy Sosa, this is where you probably would take Larry Walker in this situation. But Sammy Sosa is a guy for me. I've been hitting really well with him, so he's in my lineup. And a DH that I really like to try. I have not used this card, but I mean, on paper, and it makes perfect sense to use him as DH. That's going to be a Big Papi, David Ortiz, 99 overall. And for our bench, we're going to go back to that other guy that would replace Sammy Sosa if you don't have collection rewards done, and that's going to be Larry Walker. But let's take a look at David Ortiz, and then we'll take a look at Larry Walker. David Ortiz, contact, 96 versus lefties, 125 versus righties, 108 and 125 power. So he does slack contact versus lefties a little bit, but I still think he can get the job done. on most difficulties. And Larry Walker, 113, 125 with 92, 115 power. Definitely gonna get the job done with those two. And next up's gonna be another guy that you can use a DH if you like, and that's gonna be Frank Thomas. So DH, you can switch a lot of these guys out anytime you want, but the big hurt, Frank Thomas, 120, 106, 125, 101. So if you want a little bit more contact, Frank Thomas could be your guy. You just won't be having a lefty in your lineup. Next up is going to be Stan Musial. Now, this is another good DH option if you really think about it. And I'll show you why. 125, 125 contact, 119, 102 power. So max contact. So if you want to use him as your DH and then bring in Poppy in other situations off the bench, I like that idea as well. I just like that this is versatility with righties and lefties. Larry Walker, you could also throw in right field. So that definitely helps out a little bit. And then we're going to have someone on the infield that can play a little bit, and that's going to be Josh Donaldson. Just to have him really 113, 109 contact, 125, 107 power. Those are the guys I like as far as my offense goes. Now, defense starters, no questions about it. The big unit's going to be on there. Nolan Ryan's going to be on there. Like I said, these are all set 2 cards or core cards. Greg Maddux is going to be on there. Not a lot of good set 2 options here. James Paxton on there. I think we have one more supposed to be on there. Ah, yes, we do. Justin Verlander. So those are our guys for the starting rotation. You guys know Big Randy. You guys know Nolan Ryan. You guys know the Professor, Dot Central, James Paxton. So we know all these guys. Randy, obviously, 110 hits per 9, 120 Ks per 9, 98 walks per 9, 125 pitching clutch. Nolan Ryan, 113 hits per 9, 109 Ks per 9, 84 walks per 9 kind of hurts, but 121 clutch, which means that replaces his hits per 9. So it gets a little higher when runners are in scoring position. So that's always good. His accuracy is not going to be the greatest. And Greg Maddux, 104 and hits per 9, 113 walks per 9. He's going to dot central with 125 clutch, which will replace those hits per 9 at 104 when runners are in scoring position. So we definitely like high clutch on these guys. 100 hits per 9 for James Paxton, 103 walks per 9. Another guy is going to dot a lot with 107 clutch. So having the clutch higher than the hits per 9 is a really good thing. It's not going to lower it, so that's good. And my least favorite out of all these is Justin Verlander, 108 with 100 walks per 9 and 102 clutch. Don't really care for the clutch there, but still a velo differential is 18 miles per hour from his fastest to his slowest. So that's not too bad. And when we go to the bullpen, the first 2 should be really easy. Mario Rivera, obviously. Rich Gossage, obviously. And then it kind of gets like a little crazy. We got Craig Kimbrell, just came out. Might as well use him as well. Aroldis Chapman, I think, is a set 2. So we're going to use him as well, especially as a lefty. Kenley Jansen could be a tricky one. John Franco. So those are our 3 lefties: Chapman, Loop, and Franco. And then one more righty, and that's going to be someone that I've liked last year that just came out. Tops now, Johan Duran. Very good card. We'll take a look at all these cards real quick, just so you guys can see their clutches, their hits per 9, stuff like that, and why I've chose them. But here we go. First up, Duran, 116 hits per 9, 107 Ks per 9, 112 clutch. It is lower than his hits per 9, but it's still going to get the job done. 112 is pretty good. You're going to get a lot of like higher hits per 9 stuff out of relievers. John Franco, 103 with 114 walks per 9 and 125 clutch. Aaron Loop, 125, 100 walks per 9. The reason I just pay attention to that walks per 9 is that's a lot of the accuracy. It's not going to be in the control. Your accuracy is mainly the walks per 9, and then a mixture of control. 125 clutch. We're always going to highlight hits per 9, 125, 92 walks, 125 clutch for Kenley Jansen. Next up is Aroldis Chapman, 125, 79 walks per 9, a little wild, with 125 clutch. Craig Kimbrell, 125 hits per 9, 78 walks per 9 with 125 clutch. So at least they're still having high clutch on these cards. Rich Gossage 113, 92 walks per nine with 125 clutch. And then finally Rivera 118 hits per nine, 118 walks per nine with 125 clutch. And that is it. That is my team. That's how I would do it. So like leading off this team, we probably, I don't know, lead off Mickey Mantle or somebody, lead off Larry Walker. Mickey Mantle's a switch hitter, so that definitely helps out a lot right there. So we have what? Switch, lefty, lefty, righty, lefty, righty, switch, righty. So I might want another righty in this lineup, just because it's Randy Johnson meta now. So you probably want more righties and then switch hitters. So Chase Utley might get replaced in this lineup. Bryce Harper could get replaced, but I still like him a lot. So if I was going to replace like a Chase Utley, try to find another second baseman, that's probably what I would do. But anyways, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comments down below what one of these set 2 cards, or maybe another set 2 card that you guys feel should be in the lineup, or is your favorite card to use in set 2. Drop it in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.